one. And not this afternoon, on the project of Sigulda town.
So, first thing we did is that we made, for this workshop, we made an analysis of the city of Sigulda. And and we did two analyses, one of the city side and one of the countryside. That's the city side, where we can see the center in the middle and the infrastructure with the main road and the railway station. And the orange pattern is the housing area, and the green things is more like recreational, quiet area and romantic, beautiful. And the red areas is more with action and activity. And the other green, blue-green pattern is the industrial area. Well, it's a simplified, yeah, of course. And that's a brief analysis of nature, which is topography based, because it seems like nature here follows more or less, or the wild nature follows more or less the topography, and also the topography is seemed very important to us by dealing with this topic, and also the water as a sign of the topography. And our topic was, how can we deal with the border of city and nature? And so we analyzed the influences between the city and the nature, and so we have the valley coming to the city with the creeks and through the topography, and also the city coming to the nature through the views and through the activities, but at all the nature is not really, you cannot really feel the nature except if you cross one of those bridges somewhere. If you are in the city, the valley is really far away.
We have like two parts of city, like green space and urban space, and we thought that we should bring some more connection between them, but at the same time we don't want to lose characteristic of each side.
Yeah. And also, to raise the characteristic of the city, we were thinking about the identity of Sigulda. And and for us, the city center was like it's the center, and I think that's where that's the heart of the city. Then we have Sigulda Hills, which is also it's an important sign for the city and the other two castles around. And also the sport activities could be for tourists, at least an identification thing with Sigulda. And also for us, also the bobsleigh track seemed to be kind of a typical thing from here, or unique part of this city.
We found that the fact that we had both an urban part and an natural part present here was quite unique, because they were present quite strongly. So we'd like to strengthen that in a way by first improving the urban infrastructure, the structure, by having our attention to the existing buildings and the existing city, rather than spreading further to the south. We would like to renew and replace the buildings that are left now by new ones, or by restoring them. And further, in the next phase, we would like to densify the existing city, because we found that there is a lot of green present, and it is a good thing. But not all the green is of even high quality, and it is perhaps better to have a bit less green, but have more attention to that green, and put more effort and money in less green, but have it a strategic value. Then also we thought in the area of the postal office, where the main public functions are, that it would be good to have a car-free zone, because there were some possibilities to do that quite easily. And then also, like the other groups already mentioned, we found a lack of street furniture like benches and dustbins. And then another idea we had was to have a golf course, because the city already has a mini golf, from what we have seen on the map. But we found that it might be a good thing to have, because it is something natural in a way, because it is artificial, but it still has some natural parts. And for a city that is close to Riga, it might be very strategic to have something like that. Then we had the more natural part, where we want to install some kind of lookout tower in the ruins of the old Sigulda castle. We want to create a walkway along the valley with framing views. That was also something that we saw